Virgo, Kim Enchantress here to do the Lionsgate portal reading activation for the 8th of the 8th, 2022. Hope you guys are doing well and thanks for stopping by. Now I have a Lionsgate portal is definitely a very powerful time for everybody. It's when the sun is in Leo, and then we've got the brightest star in the sky, which is Sirius, which rises on the eastern horizon and aligns with Orion's belt and the Pyramid of Giza. There's also the numerical significance of the number 8, and it being the 8th of the 8th. So it represents completion, completeness, and perfection. It's very super potent, especially for spiritual growth. Now, the Lionsgate portal is a unique phenomenon. It occurs once every year on the 8th of the 8th, and it's during the Northern Hemisphere summer. So it's often described as being like a tunnel or a gateway that leads you through space and time, which is like the thinning of the veil. It connects us with ancient wisdom, and it represents, for many, a portal that connects us to our inner self, our spirit guides, our ancestors, the divine and spiritual realms. Now, in addition to the spiritual benefits that it has, there is a practical application for the Lionsgate, which it brings increase in productivity, creative energy, abundance, and healing. So the numerology side of it, the 8th of the 8th is considered one of the luckiest numbers in numerology. It's believed to bring good fortune. This day is definitely auspicious energy because it falls on the 8th day of the 8th month. And visually, an 8 is also literally an infinity sign when it's turned upright. So it represents infinite and ebb and flow, the growth and contraction that is woven into life itself. Now, the day, the 8th of the 8th, blends astrology and numerology together in an interesting way, guys. It adds another layer to this mystical portal, and being the 8th day of the month of August combined with the number 8, it is the ultimate cosmic alignment. So it's very, very powerful. So Leo season makes it even more cosmic energies of the lion, because it's about being courageous, and Leo's the heart center, so it's everything you're passionate about. There's no boundaries here when it's in the sun sign of Leo, and there's expansion, there's freedom of expression without being fearful or having anyone judge us, and it means it's the perfect time to live out a loud part of yourself where you've always been scared to say something. Now's the time to do that. Claim your space in the universe and say what you feel. So it's all about expressing yourself and embodying the leadership inside you. So you still have to take care of yourself. You still have to know your work, and you still have to take charge of your life and launch it forward. So I am going to pick a card from the Awakened Dreamer deck, Virgo, to see what needs to be awakened around the Lionsgate portal for you. So let's see. Thank you. So you need to let go. As you awaken, you become aware of the never-ending conveyor belt of bliss. When you absorb the nectar of each gift and release it when it's time to let go, you realize attachment comes from not trusting there's always more where that came from. So it's time to let go of something you want to let go of. Okay, now with the Lenormand cards, I picked 3 spiritual cards: the tree, the key, and the crossing. The tree represents your state of health, your karmic past life connections, spiritual beliefs. It also unveils how strong your belief system is, and also the philosophies about life. It's also your spiritual life as a whole. And in Lenormand readings, it represents tribes, shamanism, druids, aboriginals. Any path that involves nature is symbolized by the tree. Now you've got the stalk that's fallen out with this card. An Aries energy movement. You're definitely going through some physical transformations, Virgo, and you may have a longing for nature. It could be a feeling of conflict between feeling rooted somewhere and wanting to migrate somewhere, to go where life is forcing you to go and following the call of nature. is what's going on for you at the moment. Now with the key is about unlocking secrets and success. New doors opening up to whatever your wishes and desires are. And in terms of spirituality, the key is best described as the overall universal divine energy. So spirit is intervening here. It's a part of spirituality that is broad and tangible. You can touch it in the physical world. It's about life lessons, spiritual breakthroughs, and the connection between the spiritual world and earth. So Lenormand readings, the key can point out important individuals in your life, and if the relationship is karmic with a particular person, it can show if it's soulmate connections. It doesn't have to just be romantic. It can be family or friends that you've been through several lifetimes together, just in a different role perhaps. But it is definitely someone that's familiar to you. And excuse me. This is about opening up to new experiences. You've got the child. You've got this very strong curiosity and openness to understand a child, or to open up to the idea of having a family for some. Maybe the solution lies in keeping an open mind here. It's a fresh new start. Whatever it is, you've got to let go of the past. Now you've got the crossing. The crossing is representing excuse me, all types of religion and principles. It's a card of faith and belief. It goes beyond the tree. It goes beyond the spiritual side of things, but it gets into the heart of the person's belief. It can represent your place of worship, a church, your temples and mosques, a sacred place that you go to pray with others, or, it could be a prayer group, or it could be something that you've got at home where you've set up all the passed on loved ones' photos and you light a candle for them on their anniversary. That type of energy is coming through. But you've got the ship here. So making a change and exploring brings a lot of hardship with it, because, as I said, you were torn between being rooted to your place where you live to wanting to migrate. So now you're making a change and exploring, which is going to bring hardship. You're going where fate's leading you and changing your principles in some way. So you may be leaving something behind that is painful. And how I feel this is going to play out for you on the Lionsgate portal, is maybe this may have to do with a pregnancy or birthing. It could, it's going to be different for everybody, but the transforming experience of raising a child, or maybe a child is transforming and growing up, and this is the first stage of a long process. Maybe it's about inner transformation that's leading you to make changes in your behaviour or your environment. And I feel like there is a strong longing to depart or travel. Somewhat of a vagabond by nature here, Virgo. Maybe you will revisit a place you've been before, is what I'm feeling. Maybe some of you may have abandonment issues. You're a very inexperienced explorer, but you may want to take a child on this journey, perhaps. Maybe you're in need of guidance in regards to this venture, and that you're embarking on this, and maybe a child's going to leave the nest and come with you. So there's so much that could be happening around Lionsgate portal. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Gratitude Oracle deck and see what you can be grateful for in this Lionsgate portal. For our beautiful Virgos, please, Spirit. Thank you. What do we have for our beautiful Virgos? What can they be grateful for? Thank you. Well, we've got a couple of things that you can be grateful for. Okay. You're looking for stability in your life. This is you being rooted to a place. This is daytime and nighttime, and finding stability in your life. That's what I'm feeling. And you've got confiding in someone. So finding someone you can trust in, to tell someone how you're feeling, perhaps. I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a insight out of the book. So we've got number 37, which is a 10, which is a new beginning. Definitely letting go and starting over again. So this card is definitely you being loving and creating stability in your life and being grateful for how that makes you feel. You know, developing and maintaining a sense of stability and safety in your life builds resilience, it builds confidence, and it makes you feel daring. And having a stable base or anchor positively affects your emotional state and your ability to grow, your ability to learn and explore and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now, maybe you're doing this for health reasons, Virgo, but, secure foundations going to reduce stress and make you more reliable and help you stick with your study, your work, relationships that are in tougher times. You may have a daily routine that provides structure that feels loving and supportive, or it may be time to change or create a schedule that reflects your current needs. You know, healthy habits can foster stability in your home, relationships, and within yourself, in a simple, consistent ways each day. Now, on one way you can cultivate a renewed sense of balance and stability is to spend a few moments each day in a quiet reflection. Or maybe you can think of things that have transpired and how they've affected you. Contemplate your day without rushing into details and feel the gratitude for all the opportunities and learning life's brought you. So maybe, the different faces on this picture. You've got one in the daytime with the sun's rays coming out of her eyes. You've got this woman over here with the moon hanging from her ear. So maybe, the sun seems to be radiating from the eye of the yellow face, linking it to daytime. The colour yellow may be associated with your solar plexus chakra and personal power, creating balance within yourself and how you are treated. The face on the right in the shade of blue that moved to the black. The blue can relate to inner knowing and how you see your world, and this face looks reflective and portrays nighttime. So the two faces create balance. The trunk of the trees holds the image of an old couple. You can see that here. And they're embracing. So the tree can pertain to the foundation you've established. The roots at the base of the tree seem to form an upside down castle. So if I turn it upside down, you can see the castle at the top. Now, the inverted castle could suggest that old foundations are no longer valid anymore, and that change of instilled value is what you want. You're longing for change. So that's beautiful. So maybe you are migrating. But, as far as trusting in somebody and letting somebody know that you can confide in, it's going to give you confidence in return. The two women with their heads together appear to be talking in confidence here on this picture. One's speaking, one's listening, and the morning glory worn by the women on the right implies that she's trustworthy. And below the images of the situation that have taken place, there's two servants holding urns. They're in shades of brown, and that can refer to reliability and comfort. Their urns may be a symbol of feeling overwhelmed by doing this move, perhaps. And the smoke that's coming out of the urn is signifying the need to burn off the excess or release what is burdening you. So much is going on for you guys. I'm going to pull one last card. But, you're feeling a little bit burdened between where you're rooted, where you've laid your foundations and created a life, to where you want to go. But maybe it's time to let go. As the Awakened Dreamer card said, you're going to become aware of the never-ending conveyor belt of bliss. Okay? And you realise the attachment comes from not trusting. There's always more where that come from, all the beautiful places that you can go. Yep, definitely got a renewal in your life, number 20, which is a 2. So it's time to get clarity about life purpose, make those changes so that you're on the most divinely suited path for you. Forgive what has been without judgment, and, don't be fearful. Embrace what's to come here. This is beautiful transformation. Maybe there's 3 of you going on this journey. So remember to let go, guys. I enjoy doing that reading for you guys, Virgo. I'm back with the musicians' readings next month. If that's not your thing, I do content on Facebook. Links below. Love and blessings to all of you. Bye for now.